Hello and welcome to the final race in season 15 of ALR. So this will be in Interlagos, of course, always as usual, going through my fastest lap in qualifying. Here 50-meter board, you're braking really hard, going to first gear to get some rotation, then going back up to second gear, short shifting. Here you want to abuse the curves as much as you can, but trying to be careful because it's also easy to unsettle the car a little bit. Here you want to avoid the understeer that comes in naturally that might get you a track limit warning there if you're not careful enough. Here just after the 100-meter board, braking really hard into second gear, taking the curves there to kind of help to rotate the car a little bit there, and now just going through the gears, going smoothly, trying to get as much leverage. Here just before the 50-meter board, you're braking a little bit into third gear, just rolling the car here. So here is the tire killer corner, I would say, because it's a high speed turn there. I'm now going into this sequence of corners. You can see I'm abusing the curve a little bit there. But that's how you get the rotation out of the corners here. So fancy locks I should say, is skipping out there. Here again I kind of missed that apex a little bit, but I think I get a good coming out of that corner there, so I think all is good. Here using the curbs a little bit to rotate the car, and here using as much as you can just before the 50-meter board, braking hard into second gear. There I think I took a little bit too much of the curbs there, but all is well. I think it's still a very solid lap already. Now just going through the shortest way without scrubbing too much of speed turning. So you can see here using as much as I can of the line there. So that's the track limit line there, and going to the line in 131.0. So here confirmation again, so that will be enough for P number 5. So it's not too far away. I think the first place guy is just alien there. He did an alien lap there, but all of the others they're really close, closely placed there. So let's see how the sprint race would go. Alrighty then, so let's go through the sprint race. Of course, Interlagos is also a Formula 1 track, and if you are watching this in the same day that the video is coming out, of course we are going to race in Formula 1 also in this week. But of course now coming back to GT racing, 5 flights and away we go. Pretty fine start there. You can see I'm always looking back because I'm always seeing how the guys behind are reacting. Then I'm focusing on the forward there, and now I'm going to make a small error there. Actually it's a big error there. I just dipped my rear tire into the grass there, and yeah, it just unsettled the car. So a really stupid mistake there, but it is made. Now dropping back all the way to last place. So maybe it's going to be a last to first challenge again. So it took me 4 laps to get back into Chris there, so he's going to serve a penalty which is going to give me 1 position in the following lap. So fancy locks I should say again. So following closely behind him and managing to get the position there. So 1 position gain, and right in the next lap in itself, so Turbo goes very defensive here, so I just went to the outside and he managed to just brake a little bit too late. So a very good switchback that I'm going to make here. I'm getting a lot more power. He's going to the curbs there, it is unsettling his car. So 1 position gain. Jumping to lap number 9 there, so looks very dark there, but don't worry, there's no rain physics in Interlagos, and Wack is having a little moment there and just managed to get to the inside of him. He's going to get a penalty as well, so pretty much I would say it would have been fine. But here I make a pretty bad mistake there. It's kind of reminiscent I think of season 13 where I made this kind of mistake as well, where I kind of brake just a little bit late in the outside there, and yeah, Wack just managed to get back inside there. And I'm just having to try to defend from Turbo Boy, who is at the side there and now managed to go to the behind there. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because now of course he's going to serve his penalty, and that's going to eventually promote me back. 1 position is coming squirrely out of that corner as well, but regardless I'm going to get P number 10. Now I'm going to the final lap. So Sam is having a treacherous corner there. After the race he said that his soft tire was dying here, so it's understandable that that's why he had that reaction there. Of course at that time I didn't know, I just thought he took a bad line there, but anyways this will promote me 1 position to P number 9, and that is it. So good fight from the back, jumping from 14 to 9 there after the bad start. I'll take it, and let's see how the feature race would go. Okay, so of course finishing in P number 9 will make me start in P number 2. So let's see how good I can go in this P number 2. Of course I think the thumbnail of the video might have already shown it up a little bit. But yeah, of course it's also interesting to see how the journey led there, of course, because I'm still in P number 2. That means I still need to make at least 1 position up if I don't make any stupid mistakes again. Rolling starts, of course you don't really make too much of mistakes, but yeah, so here I'm already hounding Turbo Boy there. he kind of brakes way too late there, goes very deep into the corner, and that allows me to creep right back up to him, and he's taking the corner a little bit tentatively, of course, because after going there, and I had to just bump him because that was my natural line there. So yeah, couldn't make a pass there, but anyway, I'm keeping close to him. Again, he goes very defensive, reminiscent of the sprint race there. I don't know why he was going defensive there, but yeah, because of this, he just overshoots the corner a little bit more, and his car goes again to the curbs there, which is unsettled the car for him, and just managed to get the overspeed from my side into P1. So yeah, good start so far already. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, so in fact, I'm coming into the pits now. So because I just managed to creep a good lead there, just managed to creep like I think every lap about half a second or something like this. Just managed to creep that up and also try to protect my tires. Of course, Lexus is not good on tires, so just protecting my tires as much as I can. But yeah, so now coming back out just behind Sam there, who has not pitted yet because he has the hard tires, or he started with the hard tires. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, pretty much the feature race was kind of a wash, I would say, in terms for me. But of course, I had to stay focused, obviously. It's not an easy track. It's very difficult or rather easy, I should say, to go out of bounds, to get some penalties here and there. But I managed to keep my focus quite well. Managed to pull away from the guys behind me, who was pretty much fighting, and I think that also helped me a little bit there. So let's go through some retrospectives. Qualifying, I think I did really well in this track. I don't know if this is a meta car for Interlagos. Because there is a little bit of mixture of some kind of heavy braking corners as well, which is not the best, I think I would say, for Lexus. But the other corners like this ones are quite fast flowing corners. These are where the Lexus comes into fore. But yeah, other than that, I think the sprint race in itself, the mistake in the first turn there, which is if it's not for that, perhaps I could have finished much better if you saw my fight back from 14 to 9. But yeah, that allowed me to start in P2 in hindsight, and yeah, that easily gave me then now the lead. Of course, I had to overtake Turbo Boy. Managed to do that quite quickly, and just managed from there to take care of my tires, just take care of everything. Just don't drive aggressively, just drive tentatively, and that pretty much sealed the deal for me. So quite a lonely race there, I would say, but sometimes I'll take it. And this will be my first victory of ALR in this season. So really happy with that as well, of course. Really tough competitors out there, so really happy to finish in P1. Just a confirmation here to show it again. And yeah, so here also it shows then the final standings. Of course, unfortunately my teammate couldn't join in the race, so I couldn't help him, or yeah, pretty much it also consolidated his second place, so just about finished behind Dens there in first. Unfortunate for him, but at least we win the Constructors Championship, so that is good. And now just want to show a little bit of my history or career progression so far in terms of ALR. So I started in season 10, quite long already now, but of course it's not one season per year, but it's like I think 2 or 3 seasons per year. But regardless, I started in season 10, that was in tier number 2. And yeah, I scored actually my highest amount of points there. Then I jumped from tier 3 to tier 2 in season 11, and that's where I have been so far. And yeah, so 11, 12, 13, you can see that 11 to 12 I was going down, then 12 to 13 I'm going back up. That was my career best points finish. 14 I took a break, season 14, so I didn't race there, and now 15 I'm back at where I was pretty much when I first joined in tier number 2 back in season 11. So yeah, kind of ups and downs there. Of course, there's a lot of other factors as well. I think I missed the first race, so I could have got a bit more points from there as well, but a lot of other missed opportunities as well. So of course, I'm always learning from all of this, so I can only get better, of course. But yeah, so that's been it for this season. So I will probably take a short break because Christmas is coming soon. I will not be here, I will be back at home, so I wouldn't have my racing rig. But yeah, so whenever I race again, that's when it will be. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video.